you, but I'm something to me. And if I can't be respected the way I respect myself, at the very fucking least, then I can't kick it with you. Because if I kick it with myself solo dolo, I wouldn't do that to me. I will not steal from me. So if you steal from me, I can't kick it with you. I will not act like I got it and not give it to myself. So if you're gonna have it and don't act like we sharing, like if I have it, I'll give it to you too, then we can't kick it. Because in life, people like to be crabs in a bucket. They see you doing good, they come hang around you, 3, 7, 5 of them at the same time. You not selfish, so you be like, I'm gonna get everybody out the way because I like to have mine share with everybody else. So now your shit going 7 times fast because these 7 people wanted to put in that work to give that 7 people their space to get their little pot to the table to get out of your pot. But these 7 people feel like they're entitled to some shit, and these 7 people ain't never do shit. That's the scary thing to do. Watch people who do these things to you. Watch them. Watch people that try to make you feel that every growth you have is competition. Watch them. Because if you're competing with me and I'm supportive to you, there's no need for me to be supportive to you. I just need to remember we're competing and just treat you as such. Like an enemy that I don't need to talk to. Because clearly you think it's a problem when we go all rise together. You want to divide and conquer. I don't want to be a part of your division. I could be wholeness within myself, and you could go do that messy shit elsewhere. And when I'm always in the house. Y'all don't see me going live, and I'm outside in a crowd of people doing the most. No, ma'am, no sir, no turkey, no ham. I just don't care to do any of these stuff. Even though right now I might be on live, this is really what I'm doing. Let me switch this camera. This is really what I'm doing. I'm watching them watch TV. This is what I'm doing. I'm watching them watch TV. And instead of them watching TV, they're quiet. So I can have a moment to have my own personal entertainment with other people that I tend to talk to on Facebook. But it had nothing to do with any of this other shit y'all be doing. As my kids try to get a second to click with themselves and get more intertwined with who they are within. I like to get intertwined with who I am within. They might be watching little cartoons that explain to them how to do things that they should already know, but in a childlike mind energy so they can grasp to it faster. Because you trying to teach a kid 1 + 1 is 2, you may as well say this is 1 and this is 2. This plus this give you this. That's what you would do because it's easier that way. There's no need to start expressing how 1 is 1 and 2 become 2 in a scientific form. That child has not achieved that knowledge to retrieve the knowledge you're trying to acknowledge and hand them. It's just certain things, yo. People need to understand divine timing is at play. You can't step to me and tell me that I should be mad because you win it. No, ma'am. No, sir. I appreciate the fact that you win it. Because if you win, you could teach me how to win if I ain't get it by now. I'm not in competition with nobody. The problem is people think they're going to talk to me crazy and expect me not to speak. I don't understand what that means. If you talk to me crazy, I will speak. If you talk to me crazy, I will speak. And that's all I know. It's not even about being rude, being crazy, or being self-centered. It's about being able to be the best you can be, you know? And being the best you can be is not about competing with somebody else. It's about competing with yourself. Learn how to do more you did than what you did yesterday. So if you keep doing it that way, after a good couple of years of doing that, you are a beast at yourself. You're the best you could ever be. Not the other stuff that's just ridiculous. And that really bothered me. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, to even hear Mimi even express that, it was really frustrating, because why can she not go to church simply because she has a piercing on her face? But you guys told the church told her to come as she was. You guys are hypocrites. Oh man. Wow. But you can't make people be nothing but who they are anyway. In the long run, people just tend to be cold, wicked, selfish individuals who just masquerade on Sundays. And I just sometimes it feels like typical bullying to me, you know. And I could see how people could just I'm just go to church today. Hey, Nana. Hello. Hey. Is your service okay? Yeah, but I didn't like yes, sweetie. Biwa Boko. I heard you say Elsie, and that was the last thing I heard, Nana. Yeah, but when it comes to this religion thing, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand because people just think that they get to just you rip that, you're gonna have a problem with me. People just think that they could do whatever they choose to, however they choose to do it, to whoever they want to do it to, and just be like, because God said, really? Because I have read the same Bible, and I did not see that. I saw something else, which could possibly be taken the way you're trying to put it, but I don't see it the way you're saying it. So if you clearly trying to tell me that, you just trying to make me believe that I need to be stupid, slow, and naive to really cope. But I don't understand why and how, because why? I don't know. When I was growing up, we was Presbyterian. We went to EPW, and I think EPWT or something, and that was up the street around Newtown Pentecostal Church. And when I was young, I used to have to go in there every Sunday. And on Children's Day in Ghana, I had to definitely be ready with my quotations and what I was gonna and what I will. So I was sitting there on Sundays, and then I would have to go Saturdays to for rehearsals. So Children's Day, I'm like up there singing the verses, singing the song with everybody, dancing, performing, and singing the quotation and everything in the church. This is not like I have done that. I have done that. That shit was required for me, for my family. There's no such thing. They don't play that. But in reality, I realized how it made me feel mentally bondage in situations that didn't serve me. Because instead of me worried about how I'm going to take care of myself at times, I'm too worried about how people who have fucked with me or who see me suffering but turn the other cheek will view me knowing that they how they feel about me shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter because they're not even willing to help. How they feel about me shouldn't even matter because they're really not willing to help. And if it was real Christian and they saw you suffering, they're supposed to give you a helping hand because you do for one as you want done upon you. But that's not what the fuck they do. They do what the fuck they do. And then when you say something and they don't like it, they're like, oh, I don't like the way you address the situation, this and that. And it's like, I didn't address nothing but the truth. You mad simply because I addressed the truth. If you wasn't doing the stuff that I just spoke on, I would have nothing to address. You mad because I address the truth, and the truth hurts, but you masquerade yourself to be an honest and just individual and a child favored by divine, which I think we all are. But you giving me a set of rules to follow as a Christian, which I'm not anymore. And when those rules are not followed, you don't think I deserve to be divine. But who made these rules? Because those same people who are acting like you need to be treated funny for things you do, they do it too. But the difference between you and them is you are very open with the mistakes you do. And they are very manipulative and sneaky with the mistakes they do. So they hide it so well that they want people to believe they're just so holy dolly donut shop. So shit hit the fan and they have to explain themselves and they look like total whores. And then they sitting there explaining themselves and they're trying to make it seem like it's your fault. It's not. It's your fault for making these rules so detrimental that people cannot even live their life without feeling bondage. There should be no reason why I cannot be comfortable within me. People act like, oh, Elsie, because you danced, you shouldn't come to our church. Well, when I was dancing, the church was there. They could have been like, hey, you don't have to dance. We could give you a room and you could survive until you get on your feet. I had friends, I had family, I had all these people on this fucking earth. Where was they at? I'm confused like you, okay? Because if I couldn't find them, I couldn't ask them just like I couldn't find y'all. So don't act like when I pick what's best for me and my kids to make sure I have food on the table for me and mine every time I could think about is a problem. And then not only that, even when a person get a job in America and your rent, like let's say the most cheapest rent you could find would be in the hood. Even that is like to make sure you don't have to live with mice or roaches, you need to at least be spending like 1,400 out your pocket like for a 2 bedroom. And then you still gotta pay electricity and all of that. And then not only after that, you gotta make sure you have enough money to go back and forth from work. And if you have kids, you gotta have enough money to pay for a babysitter. I'm a single mom of two, and that is kind of hard to do. And when I ask, I don't go for assistance because it's like going around the rosy and chase around your head. But if it's like some small stuff like some food stamps, I don't mind applying for because who don't want food for free? But if you trying to make it as though because you have Section 8 or anything and you don't have to like kill yourself and dance or anything or like anything like that. Like some of you guys are literally cool because your family is willing to support you till you leave your family house. Everybody didn't get those privileges. I don't really care about how people view me because I understand that people are hypocrites. I have never been able to call my dad and be like, Dad, I'm really backed up in bills. Can you pay my bill and I'll give you the money back? I don't even know what that sound like to even ask him. In my 29 years of living, I have never asked my father to pay my phone bill. Now, I have got to a point I asked my oldest brother and he will be the only one I could call. Actually, my oldest brother is my saver heaven dude. Like when shit goes left for me, I call my brother because when I said something to my brother the first time about how I felt, he actually don't put me in that predicament. I feel like I have nobody. When I need some shit and I ask my brother, he definitely look out. But at first, me and my brother, I didn't really speak to him because I felt like it was all self-centered and nobody actually cared about how I felt because that's how I feel within. And they might think that I was a hard-headed kid who didn't listen and they entitled to their feelings. I don't knock my siblings for having their feelings because I don't know what it feels like to deal with me. I deal with me and I'm cool with it, but I don't know what it feels like from their end dealing with me. Because I might be a pain in the ass from their perspective, but they are not a pain in my ass because they really don't come with any problem. I really don't speak to my siblings every day. I probably speak to them every now and then, but the love is real. When I go through my downest point in life, I am definitely going to see my siblings because they are my rock. I don't speak about them in negative manner because I'm not. And I'm not going to make nobody make me feel like I have to justify anything when it comes to my siblings because to me, I think my brother and my sister is the shit. If you think they're not pretty, that's fine. Everybody's not pretty to everybody. But when you come talking about academics, oh, you academics? You going head to head with my siblings on academics? You're not gonna win. I don't even win. I don't argue with them. The fuck? What am I gonna argue with them about? They be so sharp. They changed my mind. When I look at my sister, I see a lot of things I want to accomplish that she do. I don't get envious. I just be looking at her like, damn, bitch, I cannot do this shit you do. And I love it. It makes me think that there's more hope out there for me. Because look at these other ones. They are my blood, my skin, my flesh, my soul. They are amazing. My siblings to me is amazing. My father, I don't really like as much. He gave me sour taste in my mouth as a parent. But my siblings, I will go to war over them. And I don't question that. I don't doubt that. And I don't need anybody to explain why is that. And sometimes I question a lot of people. But lately, I don't question my brother not one time. I don't question him. Honestly, I barely call my brother. But I do know that if I'm in a jam, he got me. And that's a great feeling. And maybe that's also one reason why I care less about relationships too, because I think when I was younger, I just wanted to feel like I have a bond with my dad and my brother and my siblings. But I probably did when we was in Ghana. We used to dance a lot and kick it a lot before they went to secondary school. But I don't know. I guess I felt we was distance when they left, and when they came back, it didn't feel the same. And it was simply because there was mature people now, and they had to like figure life out for themselves. But as a 10, 11 year old, 9, 8 year old girl, I just didn't understand that because I didn't have those issues they had, and I didn't have those problems they had, and I didn't understand what they were facing at the time. But as a 29-year-old woman with 2 kids, I do understand where they're coming from. And I do not let my personal emotions hinder me from looking at stuff from a realistic perspective.